Kate Middleton will only see Prince Harry in London on one condition. Kate Middleton most likely won't cross paths with estranged brother-in-law Prince Harry during his trip to the UK, unless a certain someone pressures her to. The Princess of Wales, 42, will only agree to the meeting on one condition, if the order comes from King Charles III. The King asks, she will do it, but Charles, being the sensitive and understanding soul he is, would be unlikely to ask such a favour from his adored daughter-in-law, author Ingrid Seward told the Mirror. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. The time must be right, and it is not right now, the royal expert added. Harry, 39, has returned to his native land this week for the 10th anniversary of his Invictus Games. He has not seen Middleton since she publicly revealed her cancer diagnosis last month. The Duke of Sussex did, however, fly to the UK after learning of his father's own cancer diagnosis in February. Harry's rep already confirmed to the Post that Harry will not be meeting up with Charles, 75, in London due to the King's full schedule. However, according to royal commentator Charlotte Griffiths, Harry also proved to be very difficult and had certain demands if he met with the monarch. Since moving to the US with his wife, Meghan Markle, Harry has been estranged from his family, including older brother Prince William. Seward told the Mirror that it's highly unlikely William, 41, will want to see his younger sibling when he's in town. William has enough going on and doesn't need the stress, she explained. But he might realize Harry will want to see Kate after her cancer diagnosis, as they were once so close. Seward continued, it remains to be seen if Kate is willing and able to face up to it. Does she have the energy to begin to try and heal the rift between the brothers, or will she prefer to remain in the background? Harry is reportedly staying in a hotel room during his time in the UK after the royals failed to offer him a room in any of their many residences. He had similar accommodations during his blink and you miss it trip to London in February. At the time, the Duke had a brief meeting with his father, who was diagnosed with cancer following his stay in the hospital where he received treatment for an enlarged prostate. Harry didn't meet up with William or Middleton during his 24-hour solo stint in the UK. 1 month after Harry's trip, Middleton revealed her health woes to the world in a heartbreaking pre-recorded video. She shared that doctors discovered her cancer during a planned abdominal surgery in January. Meghan Markle might be one of the most famous women on the planet, but Hollywood power players are purportedly less than impressed with her showbiz prowess. The Duchess of Sussex, 42, is said to be scrambling after the launch of her forthcoming podcast with Lemonade Media was reportedly pushed back to next year. According to In Touch, honchos at the company put the project on pause for fear that the upcoming launch of her lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, would take attention away from her audio endeavors. Meghan gets greedy, an inside source told the publication. She wants everything all at once, and it's backfiring on her again. She's become a total joke and is overplaying her hand. Lemonade execs are also allegedly worried that Markle's upcoming Netflix cooking show will divert attention from the podcast. That clearly didn't go down well with Lemonade, the source stated. They surely expected to be Meghan's priority project, but she must have decided she had bigger fish to fry with Netflix. The purported pushback of the podcast comes after Markle's Spotify series Archetypes was not renewed for a second season. The source says Markle now desperately needs a hit with her Netflix show or her lifestyle brand in order to prove that she and husband Prince Harry are still viable in Hollywood. The purported pushback of the podcast comes after Markle's Spotify series Archetypes was not renewed for a second season. The source says Markle now desperately needs a hit with her Netflix show or her lifestyle brand in order to prove that she and husband Prince Harry are still viable in Hollywood. Almost everything they've tried has ended in disaster, they tartly declared. Meanwhile, One well-placed source in Tinseltown told In Touch that A-listers have little respect for the Duchess, who commands big bucks for her content. Hollywood is glam and glitz on the outside, but the real stars have worked hard for their success, and you get the impression hard work isn't really Meghan's thing, the anonymous source says. Now, after all her failures, those A-listers, and the royals are laughing at her.